is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're...
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need from agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Olson Plumbing.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities. Graham Tire.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children.
CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Bank.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need from agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed. AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Fall is going to be here next week, and it's time to start preparing. Make sure all your vehicles are ready to go, especially if you happen to be traveling. This week at Grosenberg Implement, get 8% off all booster cables. Make sure you have a pair for your tractor, truck, car, and John Deere Gator, just in case you need it. See their parts professionals this week at Grosenberg Implement and save 8% on all booster cables. Grosenberg.
Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The Field House in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Field House in Pierre.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Kenols wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance.
APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Oahe Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere.
If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program.
These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit card. Go Governors!
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South man in getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities. Dakota.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Queen, line ticket, overhead door, Lincoln Grain Home Management, Avero Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor Volleyball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yes Way, Pier Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Volleyball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Birding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Volleyball. Hotsafa Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Leiden & Associates, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gale's Gas Service.
Now, here, Governor Volleyball.
We had a very good Saturday afternoon, another day of high school volleyball, another day of Governor Sports, and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7. Coming up is the Governors take it to the volleyball court once again and down to Sioux Falls. Welcome to Lincoln High School as the Pierre Governors with an 8-1 mark on the season, coming in to take on 6-4 Sioux Falls Lincoln. I'm Brian Oakland along with Heather Williams in studio. Caleb Brozick is here as well. He'll do video production as we will be live video streaming our broadcast for drgnews.com, the River 92.7 page, also available at gogovs.live. Should be a good one coming up as, the sub-varsity matches are good as well. The JV match did go a little bit late as that was won. Actually, that was won by Pierre 2-0. So I really have a feeling they're starting about a half an hour later than we expected them to. I think we were supposed to be starting varsity at 2:30, but at any rate, looks like that's the start of our pregame time. Now the sophomore match was just, the second set was just won 27-25 by Lincoln. and that's going to send the varsity match or the sophomore match to a third set. Now that I think about it, the JV match went 3 sets as well. Pierre won that one 2-1. They'll try to repeat the feat here in the sophomore match, but that is extending everything a little bit later than we had originally anticipated. No matter, we've got plenty to talk about coming up in our pregame show, and we'll do that. Pregame is brought to you by the Becky Pottseba State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre. In the pregame show, we'll take a look around the state of volleyball here on this weekend, a recap of what has happened so far in this week in AA volleyball. Also, look at the upcoming standings, the power rankings in particular, on the South Dakota High School Activities Association website. Of course, we've got conversations with both head coaches here this afternoon, and starting lineups and a whole lot more. And the pregame show begins in 3 minutes, brought to you by the Becky Pottseba State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre. Welcome to our coverage of Pierre Governor Volleyball on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Pottseba State Farm is your central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Pottseba State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Pottseba State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. Registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to our coverage of Pierre Governor Volleyball, and we welcome you to the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth, sponsored by the Sheriff's Office, as you just heard from them and their 361 team. Up in the mezzanine here at Sioux Falls Lincoln's High School Gym. Good to be here, as we've got a good view of it. If you're watching at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, or GoGovs Live with the help of Live Ticket, you can see a good vantage point. We'll have a full court, end of court view, a little off from an angle, but still a good view nonetheless from up above at Sioux Falls Lincoln High. It's the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Thanks to them for all they do for our communities and for giving us a place to sit and watch and broadcast volleyball here at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Well, again, Brian Oakland, glad to have you with us here on this Saturday afternoon. Let's take a look in our pregame show at how things sit right now in Class AA volleyball. There were several matches, of course, throughout the week. Of course, we go back to Tuesday, and the Governors suffering their first loss of the season at Riggs High Gym at the hands of Sioux Falls, Washington. They won the first game 25-18, but Washington bounced back and dominated the second game. Close in the third and the fourth, 25-12, 25-21, 25-19. Washington improved to 4-1 as the Governors fell to 8-1 on the season. Meanwhile, Huron beat Yankton on Tuesday night 3-1. Brandon Valley swept Brookings in 3 straight. Harrisburg beat Dakota Valley out of Class A, the second best team in the state, though. Harrisburg 3-1 in that one. O'Gorman surrendered a set to Watertown, but still beat the Arrows 3-1. Out west, Rapid City Stevens was a 3-1 winner over Douglas, and Spearfish got a straight set sweep of Lead Deadwood. Then on Thursday night, Sioux Falls Lincoln, they played their previous match on Thursday. They got a 3-1 win over Aberdeen Central, 25-19 and 25-15 in the first two, but lose the third one 19-25. They won the fourth set 26-24 to win that match and put their record currently as it is now at 6-4. In the ESD, Harrisburg was a 3-1 winner over Huron as the Tigers of Huron suffered their first loss of the season. They're now 8-1. Watertown went 5 with Brandon Valley, but got a 3-2 win at home. 15-9 the score in that fifth one. And Yankton, bit of a surprise to me, but Yankton defeated Mitchell at home, and that was a straight set sweep for the Gazelles. So a big win for them as they try to pick up some momentum. They're still struggling this season, but Mitchell having their struggles as well. And out west, Sturgis dropped 3 straight to a good Class A team out of the Black Hills Conference in the Hill City Rangers. Last night, Sioux Falls, Jefferson, and Roosevelt went to Rapid City. Jefferson got a straight set win over Rapid City Central, 25-11, 16-8, but Rapid City Stevens was a straight set winner over Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, 25-14, 25-19, and 30-28, the final in that one, but Stevens with the win there. So the current power rankings right now have Harrisburg unbeaten at 10-0. They're the top seeded team. If we look at the power rankings, Sioux Falls, Washington, who beat the Govs the other night, 4-1 in the 2 spot. Sioux Falls, Jefferson is in the 3 spot, also at 4-1. And then Huron and Pierre right now tied for 4th and 5th. Pierre, after their loss the other night, was in 6th place, or the 6th power-rated team, but they moved up into a tie for 4th and 5th with Huron, and it is, in fact, O'Gorman down in the 6th spot, even though they're still unbeaten at 4-0. But Huron and Pierre are both 8-1 now. Sioux Falls Lincoln, who we'll see today, is the 7th-seeded team at 6-4. Roosevelt, off of a loss, stays in the number 8 spot at 5-6 as Stevens moves up to 9. With a 7-5 mark just ahead of Watertown, also 7-5. Aberdeen Central 5-3, but the 11th-seeded team, Brandon Valley, 2-7. Mitchell 3-6. Douglas at 3-7 is in the 14th spot. Rapid City Central and Spearfish are 15-16. 3 teams on the outside looking in right now would be Yankton, Brookings, and Sturgis. Got a few matches going on along with Pierre at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Jefferson and Roosevelt, as we mentioned, out west in Rapid City are flip-flopping venues. It's Jefferson at Stevens today, Roosevelt playing at Rapid City Central. Excuse me. And then Spearfish and Douglas both going to Mitchell, and Mitchell is going to host both teams. Not a real triangular, but Mitchell playing a doubleheader against those 2 teams from out west. Here in the eastern part of the state, also in Sioux Falls, it's Washington hosting Aberdeen Central, and it is Brookings playing host to O'Gorman today. Governors, after today, are not going to play until September 27th, 10 days from now. That's when they host Rapid City Christian, so they'll have a full week off. Meanwhile, the upcoming schedule for Sioux Falls Lincoln sends them to Yankton on Tuesday night, and along with that, there will also feature games in Sioux Falls with O'Gorman hosting Jefferson. That'll be a good one Tuesday night, something to watch for. Washington goes to Harrisburg. Mitchell will be at Brookings. Aberdeen will play host to Huron, and Brandon Valley plays at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And again, out west, Sturgis will host Spearfish, and Douglas will entertain Red Cloud out of Class A. Thursday night, Brookings will be at Huron, Watertown at Mitchell, O'Gorman at Roosevelt, and then Harrisburg at Lincoln. So Lincoln's got games at Yankton Tuesday and that at home Thursday against right now the top seeded 10-0 Harrisburg Tigers. Stevens at Central out in Rapid. Spearfish goes to Custer. That's some of the schedule ahead. But again, the Governors after today with their next match will not be until September 27th, which is a matchup at home against Class A Rapid City Christian. And Rapid City Christian is a top 5 rated team in Class A and has been for most of the season. So another good one coming there, but the Governors will have plenty of rest after this one to wait on that. We'll take another 3-minute timeout, but that is the state of volleyball here in our pregame show. Pregame from Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance Agency. By the way, as you travel, wherever you're going, especially this weekend, make sure you're traveling safe and you're buckling up every trip, every time. That's a reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety as they celebrate being a part of a team, just like the Governors do, just like we do with you on our coverage of Governor Volleyball. Will continue after a 3-minute break. We'll start talking to the coaches. Tiffany Stoser of the Governors will be next, and our Central Dakota Eye Care keys to success in the pregame. 3 minutes and we're back. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on your official home of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
With another school year in sports upon us, Beck Motor Company would like to wish all students and staff a great school year. Proud to support our communities for over 50 years, we're here for all your automotive needs. Call us at 224-5912. Visit us at beck-motors.com. Safe travels from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre.
Every day, we're making a great deal better.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783. Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Hey, DQ fans, we're giving the people what they want. 2 Blizzard Treats of the Month. That's right, September means pumpkin pie, and the brand new Cinnamon Roll Center's Blizzard Treat have arrived. We're so excited we just couldn't wait to tell you. Pumpkin pie is a fall classic made with real pumpkin pie pieces, and the new Cinnamon Roll Centers is jam-packed with your favorite soft cinnamon roll pieces. Hurry in and taste them for yourself today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
All right, it's time for Keys to Success with Tiffany Stoser, the Governor head coach, Governor Volleyball on a Saturday afternoon. Coach, I think right now where I'm going to start is just with the game last night and the big crowd, and I assume all of the girls went to the homecoming football game, and a great atmosphere that was. I, for one, am still a little charged up about how the festivities went, and it was just a great night all around. I'm thinking that maybe that, and I'm hoping that excitement carries into what the girls have put on the court today. After a loss, especially Tuesday night against Sioux Falls, Washington.
Yeah, I think so. There's been excitement all week for homecoming. I thought the environment at our Tuesday game was great. It was just awesome, and the girls came out and played hard and played well. And then, last night's win, it just took coaches and the Pierre squad just a few series to figure out what we needed to do to really dominate. And so I think the girls got to watch that. I think they saw it, and it should lead into today.
Or if you had to get on the bus really early, were they dragging or were they ready to go?
I wrecked their homecoming last night a little bit after that. I let them watch the fireworks and had to skip the rest, but that's okay because they've got things. They know how important today is, and they weren't arguing with me too much. They want to get a win today.
So it was a fun match against Sioux Falls, Washington the other night, but a great start, but Washington made some adjustments. Maybe I think when they got in their game a little bit, the speed of the Sioux Falls volleyball, let's call it, kind of caught up to you. Maybe you were a half a step behind, but now I think, as you said, you were confident after the game that the turning around to face another good Sioux Falls squad in Lincoln today could turn into good things for you.
Yeah, there's a couple things. We had just put that rotation in the night before, literally, and just practiced it one day. And so I've had a couple girls in there who don't have a lot of playing time, and we committed a lot of errors. I told the girls it was less about what Washington did to us and more about us committing our own errors. You take some of those serving errors and hitting errors away, it could be a totally different ball game. And then the sets where we played 1, 3, and 4, those games were as tight as can be. So I'm looking forward to continuing in the rotation that we're in, getting a little more practices under our belt. If we can compete with these teams that we know are among the top and we're taking sets from them and we're right there, close scores, I know by November we're going to be ready to roll.
You mentioned those error numbers, and I don't know if I really even touched on it enough, at least in post-game the other night, but that was, to me, the biggest stat of the game. It was the biggest difference in the game stat-wise between Pierre and Washington, so clean that up, and again, more positive coming today, hopefully.
Yeah, and even in that first set where we played, we beat them 25-18. We had 4 serving errors right at the beginning. It would have been even more lopsided if we just take care of our own balls. So we spent some time on that this week. We played a lot of games where we can't commit errors, where you have to think about, the smartest play here, calculate what the biggest risk is, and we'll see how it works tonight. It's going to take. We've got, like I said, some new girls in the lineup, and it's just going to take them a little bit of time, but we still have 2 months to go.
So, when things were going well, you played Washington tight. Lincoln is a team that's played Washington tight this year as well, and there's a lot of similarities, I think, in a lot of the games, as we'll continue to allude to Sioux Falls volleyball. What do you see, from a coaching standpoint from the Patriots today?
Yeah, I think the Patriots are even a better defensive team than Washington was. They just dig up every ball. That's their key, and they're good blockers. They've got a really tall middle that causes a lot of problems for hitters. So we're going to have to beat the block. We're going to go pin to pin as much as possible. I'm confident in the 4 hitters we have in those positions. Just go back and forth and move her, and then throw in our middles as we get her moved. So, but then you got to be able to, once you get by the front row, you got to be able to get by their back row passing, which is awesome. And so we're going to have to keep being persistent, keep putting balls away.
On the defensive side, as I talked to McKenna Schleckaway the other night, asking her about the difference in the Washington game versus some of the other opponents, and she said even the attack on the after the point of impact is really coming at you a lot harder than maybe these other teams are. So defensively, how do you prepare for that today?
Well, we spent a lot of time on our block, squaring up our shoulders to the net. We spent every day doing that, and I think it's making a big difference getting our middle blockers over, making sure we always made sure our hips are square. Now we're getting our shoulders square, and that's actually putting up a stronger block for us. So we have that. We watched a lot of film on Lincoln, kind of know where they like to go with the ball. Their outsides play all the way around, so we're going to spend some time kind of picking on them in the back row if we can, trying to wear them out a little bit. See how that works for us.
All right, Coach, good luck, and we'll see you after the show.
Thanks, Brian.
Tiffany Stoster, the head coach of the Pierre Governors, with coming back and talk with Katie Terrell, the head coach of the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. As we've got a good one coming up, keys to success from the Lincoln side on the way. This is Governor Volleyball.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazik. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I'm accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
All right, with more keys to success, let's talk with the home head coach this afternoon, Katie Terrell of the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. Coach, Aberdeen, you go up there the other night, you had a pretty good match, a couple of convincing wins in the first two sets. They kind of figured some things out, and then you probably had to make some adjustments to get a really exciting fourth set victory. But so far in a 6-4 start, your team is doing quite all right, I would think you'd say.
Yeah, I'm really proud with how we've played so far. We've obviously got things to improve on, as always, tweaks to make, but happy with how we've done so far.
You grew up here playing volleyball in Sioux Falls, and we out west kind of look at Sioux Falls as being the benchmark, certainly. I mean, there's so many great teams here. Every one of the public schools, and of course O'Gorman, they're just great teams up and down. How is it at Lincoln really kind of competing, and do you compare yourself a lot to what other teams are putting on the floor?
Yeah. As it's my first season, of course I know, or I read about, where the hot teams are and where the challenges will lie, but it's always fun to have competition. I think I'd rather have an entire schedule filled with games that are going to go 5 sets than not, just because it's fun to watch. It's better for the girls. It helps them improve as a whole. So it's a lot of fun. I like being in the Sioux Falls area, and then, even Harrisburg, Brandon, everyone has just really improved, even since I played. So.
Well, and the more tight matches you play, I think you grow your chemistry too. How about how is the chemistry this year, given what you lost from a year ago to this year? How's things going?
I do feel that is one of our strengths. We have 6 seniors on the team right now that are all a really tight-knit group. I know they've been playing together since they were middle schoolers, even earlier, and so they've even commented that the chance to finally be on the varsity floor together is really exciting and really fun for them. They seem to enjoy it. That's all I can ask. I hope they're having fun, and it seems like they are.
Yeah, and they're playing well, and what I've heard both from Coach, we had Washington and Pierre on Tuesday night. Coach Schroeder says you guys are a great defensive team. In fact, you don't let a lot of things hit the floor, and obviously I think the defense leading to the passing leads to the offense, and is that where you find your strength so far?
Yeah, absolutely. That's certainly an emphasis for us, especially in practice, is that serving and passing. We've worked a lot on our block, just because obviously when you have that block up in the front, it makes the defense for the back row a lot easier too. There's still a lot to work on, but I've certainly been impressed with how they've done so far.
Have you found maybe that the one thing about it offensively is that you're just not able to finish some of these sets, and that's why there are four losses for you on the season, but obviously a long way to go yet.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been a point of emphasis for us too. We talk about it after every match. How did we finish? Did we finish? And it's something we work on in practice, but I think it will come with time. Can't quite teach that.
Yeah, I think you got another good opponent coming here in Pierre today. Yes. They lose to Washington, their first loss. You probably got a hungry team coming back here, so it's going to be a good one, but a loud gym and a good atmosphere on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we're really excited to play today. We know that Pierre is going to be super good. We've been able to watch a little bit of film, but otherwise we don't know much about them. So I think it'll be a good game of just seeing what the other team has and then making adjustments as we need to. But we're pumped for today.
A lot of coaches always say you kind of worry about what's going on your side of the net more often, and I think against teams that you don't know very well, that's even more true.
Absolutely, I agree. Taking care of our side is all we can do.
So what do you see the biggest challenges that Pierre will pose for you today?
Yeah, one thing I think that's really unique about Pierre, even when they walked in the gym, we can see that there's some height, so that'll be exciting and a challenge for us, but also they really have a unique defense. I think it will be a good challenge for us to just see where our shots are, if we can hit those shots, how we find our openings and things like that, because it's something we haven't really seen before.
All right, overall keys to success for your team.
We got to take care of our side, like you said. Passing and serving, as always, will be big for us today.
All right. Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck. All right.
Thank you so much.
And that is Katie Terrell, the head coach of the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, her first year running this program, but a Lincoln Patriot herself from back in the 2000s decade. Our thanks to the coaches for comments. Keys to Success brought to you in our pregame show by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Make sure you take a look at drgnews.com and the scrolling banner ads, for example, at the top of the River 92.7 page, Central Dakota Eye Care, and in particular Dr. Matthew Blazek, giving away a comprehensive eye exam and $200 toward a eyewear through Central Dakota Eye Care. That's one of our contests going on at drgnews.com. Those are the keys to success. We'll take another 3-minute timeout. More coming up from the pregame. Starting lineups are yet to come. We've got game officials to talk about, as we've got plenty of pregame yet. Maybe we'll take an opportunity to look back on the night that was. Homecoming night, a big football win for the Governors on the football field. We'll talk other Governor athletics. In fact, we'll do that in the next segment next. In 3 minutes, our Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame show continues. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota wants your trade. We also want any vehicle that you might be willing to part with. So much so that we'll give you an additional $200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you let us buy your vehicle. Yes, $200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you sell your vehicle to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Yesway proudly supports the Pierre Governors. Go Govs! After the game, Yesway Rewards members can cool down with 2 bottles of Gatorade Zero and save 5 cents per gallon of gas. Join now at yesway.com. Yesway, say yes to convenience.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Hey, it's the old top Gator here. Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. If you haven't heard or tried the new jalapeno popper pizza at Gator's, you're missing out. The jalapeno popper pizza has Philadelphia cream cheese, double smoked bacon, 5 different cheeses, buttermilk ranch, fresh jalapenos, jalapeno rings, and set in the top Gator's homemade hand-rolled pizza crust. Good. And don't forget, Gator's has dine-in, carry-out, and curbside pickup, and delivery through DoorDash. Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
Gotta go to Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs.
Back again at Sioux Falls Lincoln High in the corner of 41st and Cliff Avenue. Interstate 229 running by as well. Welcome to Sioux Falls. I'm Brian Oakland. As top of the hour here, but still about 8 minutes away from the end of the pregame countdown here. We are running a little bit late. Both of the sub-varsity matches on the varsity floor went 3 sets. The Governors won the JV match 2-1, but the sophomore match was won by Sioux Falls Lincoln. But what a night last night for the Pierre Governor football team, the top-ranked team in Class 11 AA. It was a tough start with the third-ranked Yankton Bucks, both teams 3-0. Pierre went 3 and out the first 3 times. Yankton had to punt their first 3 possessions. It wasn't until the Governors took to the ground and a 62-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Keenholz put the Govs on the board. That after some penalties put the Yankton Bucks out of a goal-to-go situation. They got pushed all the way back and mostly did it themselves, although there was one quarterback sack in there. They got pushed back to midfield, and it was kind of a big swing right there, but Keenholz and company got things going, especially on the ground with the quarterback. Later in the game, Brock Mosher ran very well, had 132 yards at a 52-yard touchdown pass. Lincoln Keenholz threw for 4 scores, 2 to Jet Zabel, 1 to Jackson Edmond, and a long one as well to Cade Kaiser. And just a great ball game once again. 55-10 was the final, but hard to believe that it was actually that much of a blowout. As it turned out, seemed like a game where it was a lot more difficult for the Governors than any other game that they played, but once they did get that first touchdown, they ended up scoring on 5 straight possessions. And Lincoln Keenholz, even though just 178 yards through the air, still threw for 4 scores and ran for 2 more as well. So the Governors on the football field are now 4-0, and they'll go to Watertown, their first of 3 straight games on the road. Watertown Friday night, then they go to Brandon Valley the following Friday, and a 3rd straight game on the road at Huron in a few weeks yet. Their next home game won't be until October 14th, but it'll be a familiar opponent in the T-Area Titans, the team that the Governors beat in the state 11AA championship in that amazing come-from-behind effort a year ago. But that's where the Governors sit right now. Still, of course, the number 1 team in Class 11AA. Other things that are going on today, in addition to volleyball here for the Governor Athletic Program, cross country was running at Huron today. Jared Lutmer of the Governors is the first place overall finisher in this Huron cross country invites, and the Governors as a team did finish 9th out of 18 overall, but Jared Lutmer number 1 in the boys' race. The girls' race, Pierre did finish 13th out of 13 in that. Mason Berg, a 51st place finish overall. Tennis teams are in Aberdeen, as the girls' tennis team, that is, as they duel against Aberdeen Central and also Millbank, and the competitive cheer and dance teams are competing in Brandon Valley today. So a pretty busy day in Governor Athletics. Other things that are happening with the golf team going to Watertown next on Tuesday. And soccer also next in action at Yankton on Tuesday. They've got a game here in Sioux Falls at Jefferson High on Saturday of next week. And then after that, the following Tuesday, the 27th, they'll go to Huron to close out their regular season. So soccer season starting to wind down, among other things. That is the Governor sports calendar, and including a look back on what happened last night in Governor football as well. 2-minute timeout this time. The State Farm Becky Potsova State Farm pregame show continues after a 2-minute break. We've got more, and the starting lineups will be next. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. Tailback McGuire Rasky was part of 4 straight Governor 11AA championship teams from 2017 through 2020. In 4 years, he rushed for over 3,700 yards and 57 touchdowns, including 26 in his senior season. And also that season, he had 31 total touchdowns, to tie the school record originally set by Quincy Christie in 2005. McGuire Rasky, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. We have moved. Visit us at our new office, 301 West Capitol Avenue. We look forward to helping you with all your real estate needs. Our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Pierre-Fort Pierre area for over 47 years. Our team has extensive training in the real estate field, and it's our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at 605-224-5588.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Access Health Fort Pierre welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports visits. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health.
Back at Lincoln High in Sioux Falls, Brian Oakland ready to go with play-by-play. Here are the starting lineups, which are brought to you in our pregame show by Envirotech in Pierre for the Governors. The lineup has changed. The rotation has changed, but the lineup's still the same. Elise Christofferson, a second setter, and mostly playing through the back row, the 5'7" junior, along with Lily Sanchez, the 5'9" senior, playing all around as the primary center. Defensive specialist in the back, also Lainey Rinke at 5'6", and a junior. The hitters going to have a big day, especially in the middle, perhaps, for McKenna Schleckaway, a 5'11" senior, Reese Terwilliger, a 5'11" junior, and Avery Kaiser swinging from the outside, the 6' senior for the Governors, with Rinke, Sanchez, Schleckaway, Christofferson, Kaiser, Terwilliger, the starting rotation, along with Remington Price, the 5'7" senior libero, and more up front will bring Campbell Boddicker, the 5'10" junior, playing well. Also Danny Beck, who I thought played outstanding on Tuesday night in the loss to Washington. She's the height that I believe Coach Katie Terrell noticed when the Governors walked into the gym. Danny Beck, the 6'2" senior, could be a challenge for the Patriots today as well. Tiffany Sosa, the head coach, Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, Taylor Hyde are the assistants for the Pierre Governors. 8-1 on the season. And starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech. We'll hear from them and give you the Lincoln starters when we return with more Governor Volleyball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Envirotech starting lineups for the home team in this one. Sioux Falls Lincoln coming in with a record of 6-4. Their setter will lead the way, a 5'7" senior in Samantha Zeke, and she'll set up for the hitters, including in the outside, Linnea Nesham, a 5'10" junior. Sophie Siegel is a 5'8" senior, outside hitter as well. In the middle, Hadley Groen, a 5'11" junior, and also Jazz Kute, a 6'1" junior. Ella Roths will be a middle hitter or right side specialist as well. She is a 6' senior for Sioux Falls Lincoln. We'll finish up the starting lineups after our national anthem. We'll give you the game officials, the law on the court, coming up as well after this 2-minute timeout. And this is Pierre Governor Volleyball, River 92.7, DRGnews.com.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. Grab some Caribou coffee while you shop, too. Lynn's Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Lynn's Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
This fall, take some time to think about your future while the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill. It's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break up a face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation, commercial and residential construction, or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or homes, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Back in Sioux Falls, and the law on the court coming up after hearing from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, their Division of Consumer Protection. But a quick rundown of those starters again for Sioux Falls Lincoln, along with Hadley Groen, Samantha Zeke, Linnea Nesham, Ella Rhodes, Sophie Siegel, and Jazz Goutet, the starting rotation. Their libero is Claire Brown, and a good one, a 5'5" senior, and they'll bring another hitter off the bench at times too, Kate Tollinger, a 5'7" senior. Sioux Falls Lincoln is the 7th power-rated team in South Dakota with a record of 6-4. Their head coach in her first year is Katie Terrell, assisted by Nikki Nyhog, Abigail Knipe, and Zach Fogel. Your starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. And again, from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, we give you the law on the court today. Net officials doing this one, a veteran crew, and we see them a lot. Kelly Devine and Kim Weed will be minding the net. Actually, Athletic Director Joey Struy did not give me the names of the line judges, but those in the corner, they did a good job at the net in the sub-varsity matches, and they'll be the line judges today as well. They're both wearing blue shirts, so they are certainly licensed and registered through the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school volleyball. Thanks to all high school officials for doing what is oftentimes a thankless job, and thanks to the Attorney General's Office and Consumer Protection Division for giving us our law on the court. Governors being announced on the court right now, as we've got a good one coming up, we believe. 8-1 Pierre and 6-4 Sioux Falls Lincoln. Lincoln came to Riggs High Gym last year, and the Governors got a impressive 3-game sweep. I don't know if that'll happen again. Coach Tiffany Stoster says this team doesn't let an awful lot of balls hit the floor. That back row defense is going to be very good, but the Governors hopefully amped up. But like we say, after last night's football win and a great homecoming weekend, hopefully we'll finish with another victory here today on the volleyball court. The opening serve will be coming up next. First serve of our match brought to you by Comtech in Pierre, and we'll hear from them. We've got a 1-minute break. We're playing volleyball next. Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Tackle your questions about purchasing your home with someone that has a passion for success. Hi, I'm Sean Lewis, mortgage loan officer with American Bank and Trust. Whether you are buying, building, or refinancing, I will help coach you through every step of your American dream. I will keep you informed through the entire buying process and help you find the best product for your home goals. Send me an email, give me a call, or visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Sioux Falls Lincoln providing the opposition and the hospitality as well. Mentioned Athletic Director Joey Struy, a good buddy of mine whenever we get a chance to talk, and going back to his days at Harrisburg, now here at Sioux Falls Lincoln, thanks to him for setting us up here in the mezzanine, and we got like we say, a good volleyball match coming up. As you watch this one at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page with the help of Caleb Brozick and Live Ticket, the Lincoln Patriots are in baby blue with the red trunks, and they'll hit from near court to far. The Governors have their black jerseys on. Remy Price will serve first with the white jersey, the off-colored as the libero. Far court to near. And our Comtech first serve by Remington Price is in play. Good short serve, but played up nicely by Lincoln, and they'll go to Sophie Siegel right outside left side, but Pierre with a dig out by Laney Rinke, tapped back by Terwilliger, back again to Siegel, left side. Price with the dig as Lily Sanchez tries the second hit across. Here's a quick set, though. Samantha Zeke to Jazz Couttet in the middle. And Lincoln will use those middle hitters quite a bit. Sioux Falls Lincoln will score first. Couttet, a 6'1" junior. Something a lot of, I believe, in AA volleyball in particular, you see a lot of attacks from the outside. First serve, by the way, from Zeke, and Lincoln will stay low and into the net in a 1-1 tie. AA teams will use a lot from the outside, but watch the middles. We'll watch the middles here for Sioux Falls Lincoln. Couttet in the middle, also Hadley Groen, who has been inserted up front in the middle as Coach Terrell has changed her rotation just a little bit. Free ball on the return off of the serve from the Governors, and Reese Terwilliger will get her first full swing down as Danny Beck is checked in up front as well. Terwilliger with a hot shot. Pierre with 2 in a row, and a service point out of Lily Sanchez's serve this time. Governors leading 2-1. Sanchez up the right side of that basketball key on the far end of the floor. Here's Couttet, gets it across, but just a tapper. Rinke to Sanchez. Now Avery Kaiser with her swing and score, her first of the day. Back-to-back assists for Lily Sanchez. And the Governors with 2 system points in serve here. So a good start offensively for the Governors. Sanchez will bring it again from the far court. Siegel plays it up to Zeke. She wants it back right side this time. That one through the Pierre block, and it'll find its way down. Good swing for Siegel, her third attack of this opening set, but her first kill. 2 serving 3. Siegel will rotate back to serve for Lincoln. She'll come straight up the middle. Price with the pass to play it up to Sanchez. Outside Terwilliger. Block is there, but covered up by Laney Rinke. Now Danny Beck will clear it away. Here comes Couttet off the net and down. Sanchez dove for it with a left arm extended, but the ricochet off the top of the net. A fortunate bounce there for Sioux Falls Lincoln. Over at Washington High, Aberdeen Central has defeated the Warriors in the first set, 25-23. That one up the road just a little bit. Kaiser is blocked, but covered up. Now Kaiser with a set pass over to Terwilliger, far side. But that one stays low and into the net. The Governors with their first hitting error. Now Lincoln is countered with 3 in a row, and they're back in front, 4-3. Jefferson is up 2 sets out in Rapid City Stevens. Early scores here from this Saturday afternoon around South Dakota. Terwilliger tries again, but that's covered up by Siegel off the block in the back row. And this one a touch by Pierre. Good swinging kill for number 9, Linnea Nesham, 5'10" junior. She's just a sophomore, but she's a good player. We saw her last year getting some swings as a talented freshman, and one of the big reasons why Sioux Falls Lincoln, I believe, is getting better and better. Here's a tap for Danny Beck from Sanchez. Now across it comes, and a slide to the right. Lincoln finds another one here. Ella Rose with the kill, and Tiffany Stoser wants to sort some things out. 6-3 early on. Timeout on the floor. Lincoln has the lead. Timeouts in our broadcast are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierce. Have a Coke. Be back in 30 seconds. We're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Sioux Falls, the Governors spotted Lincoln the first point on a side out of this first set, and then they scored 3 in a row, but now Lincoln running off 5 straight, and they have a 6-3 lead. Brian Oakland saying thanks for joining us here. Sophie Siegel continues in serve as Remy Price will set it up. Good pass as Sanchez backs off a bit, but the block is there. Reese Terwilliger thought she had one, but an ace block will go with number 10, Ella Rhodes, up on the right side of the Lincoln front line. Defending well. They'll score the first defensive point. Now 7-3 Patriots. Rinke passes it back to the middle. Price will push one up now. Cleared out by Terwilliger. Lincoln setting it up from the 10-foot line. Nothing doing there for Nesham. And now a tapper is good this time for Avery Kaiser. So it took a while, but the Governors get the side out back. Second kill for Kais. Campbell Boddicker will check in up front as Laney Rinke is out. And Kaiser rotates to the back row. Pierre will try to get back at it. Trailing 4-7. Good hard serve there for Kaiser, but well played. Nesham with the pass up. Couttet swings, but is covered up. Now Terwilliger getting low in the back row. Good job for Siegel, and a good angle here. Nesham able to get one through the defense and down. That's a one and done for the Govs in serve. Linnea Nesham. Solid player. She's got a couple of kills and an 8-4 Lincoln lead. Couttet will serve. Kaiser backs off. Pushed up to the front. Little tapper here. Lincoln's in the net, but the tap good enough for Danny Beck. Kind of a miss hit, but she'll get it through. We'll give her the kill, even though Lincoln was ruled in the net. Couttet checks out. Claire Brown, the libero, back in. She's got a white jersey on with the red trunks for Lincoln. Here's Terwilliger serving far court to near. 5 serving 8. Nesham swings but misses wide right this time. Kaiser reached for that but pulled it away. Unfortunate to have a whiff. And a service point here for Pierre. Back within 2. 6 serving 8. Terwilliger up the middle. Up in the air it goes from Siegel up to Samantha Zeke. Now outside. Swing there, but nothing doing for Ella Roth. Pierre can only free ball it back, however. Now Brown to Zeke. Left side, Nesham again. Kaiser has a dig, but a tough angle here, and that's not going to work. Second hit on a reflex for the Governors went toward the scorer's table. Danny Beck runs out of room, and Nesham swings and scores again. 2 for the Govs in serve that time. But back to Lincoln now with a 9-6 lead. Roth checks out for Lincoln. And checking in to serve is Kate Tollinger. Elise Christofferson back in up front. Back set here on the move is McKenna Schleckaway, but she'll miss her first attack long. Second hitting error for the Governors, and that's a number that coaches and players and announcers alike really hope will come down here today compared to what that number grew to on Tuesday in the loss to Sioux Falls, Washington. Little free ball play here, a little tap over as Kaiser had to take charge in the middle, and it was Elise Christofferson trying to tap one over with 2 hands, but that misses wide on the near side. Now right to left or near court to far once again. Pierre not in system. I have to say the Governors off to a bit of a slow start here after scoring 3 in a row. Pierre's in the net, but a big smash in the middle. Once again, it is Nesham. Lincoln feeling pretty good right now, up to a 12-6 lead. Lincoln on a good run. Getting in system, but getting more in rhythm. Here comes Kaiser. Nope, that is Campbell Boddicker with a dig that comes all the way up here to the mezzanine. Christofferson to Boddicker. Campbell from the left side of the Governor front line. Then a side out will come back to Pierre, but that was another 4 in a row for Lincoln after they scored 6 straight to go from 3-1 down to 7-3 up. Christofferson, good serve. Free ball back by the Patriots. To the far court. Here's a shot for Sanchez. Now a battle at the net off of the dig. Kaiser will push one. That crawls over the net. 1-2, but no third, and Avery Kaiser gets the benefits of the net return. And the Governors will score one there. 8 serving 12, back within 4. Christofferson from the middle will hit a home run ball, and that'll go long. First service error for the Govs. Another number that needs to come down for Pierre after double-digit serving errors, along with 30 hitting errors. A few nights ago at Riggs High Gym, Kaiser cuts in front of Sanchez trying to return. The serve here from Nesham, but it's back to the net. No play for Christofferson out of there. That's the first ace of the day. This one for Linnea Nesham. She's off to a great start here. 5 points overall. Now a running jump serve. She'll give one back as that one will miss long. Lead had grown to 6 again. Now back to 5. It's 9 serving 14. Boddicker out of the front row, rotating to the back, and Laney Rinke back in. Laney will serve. Just tosses it up, punches it. That's up though, and then long. Not enough of a line drive for the Governors on 2 straight that have sailed long. And it's 15-9, right back to Lincoln. It'll go again, and they'll serve long. This one from Claire Brown, who packs a punch. That's 4 straight serving errors for both teams combined. 5 overall. Lincoln with 3, the Governors with 2. And it's 15-10. Remy Price back to serve. First full rotation complete. Jazz Kuti in there. And a good back set from Zeke. Zeke with a big smile on her face. Kuti on the move has her 3rd kill. That one got through the block and it went over the top of everybody on the Governor's side. 16-10. Pierre not able to chip away. Zeke will miss with another errant serve. Right now, Lincoln in serve, their own worst enemy. The Governors are fortunate still to be within 5. Sanchez will serve now. 11 serving 16. This one in play, but not for long, as Siegel will hit it up to the far bleachers section. First ace of the day for the Governors, and this one from Lily Sanchez. 12 serving 16. Still plenty of time to go in this first set as we play to 25. Every serve resulting in a point. Sanchez again, good line drive. Brown with a good play here. Zeke in the middle will tap it up, but Kuti is blocked right back. Her little tap was really hammered back home by Danny Beck. Call it a block, but a point nonetheless for the Governors. And now something may be brewing. They've got 3 in a row, and it'll be Sanchez again. This one to the back row. Siegel plays it to Zeke, wants it back. Right side, couldn't get much on it. Off the net, Terwilliger. First touch. She gets it back, but there's Kuti with an ace block of her own. Jazz Kuti, 6-1, getting up there. The rally for the Governors ends at 3 at 13-16. Now 17, serving 13. Here comes Lincoln again. Siegel, who had the first long run in serve for the Patriots, back there now. Through the block, Terwilliger gets it through, but Brown with a good pass up. Now the Governors try to block, but can't get it back across. It is Linnea Nesham with her 5th kill. Super sophomore for Sioux Falls Lincoln. Linnea Nesham with 5. 18-13, another serve that'll sail long here. This one missed by Siegel. Now 5 service errors by the Patriots. Here comes Boddicker to check in back up front as Avery Kaiser will now rotate to the back row. 14 serving 18. Kaiser will use the middle of the service line. Student body not very big, but they are loud when the Governors want to serve. And a little tapper here is blocked back, but just out of bounds on the miss by either Beck or Boddicker. See who they give that one to. Might be Siegel. I don't know if they even gave a kill on that one. Might have been Zeke. Here's a service ace as this one hits the top of the net and crawls across. It's Kuti. Lincoln leading by 5 again, 19-14. Kuti to serve again. That one going deep, but Terwilliger makes a play out of the back row from Price up front. Sanchez, there was a block at the net. Now Beck tried to hammer it back home, or at least redirect it. Sanchez keeps one off the floor, pushed away from Kaiser out of the back row. Now Lincoln in business up front, but wide left, out of bounds, and a miss. Here, their 2nd error. The Governors will get a side out. So Pierre trailing 15-20 They've spent most of this first game down by 5 or 6 points. Terwilliger served it away. Nesham ready to swing. Didn't get much on it. Kaiser gets it to Sanchez. Now Boddicker blocked again. There's a lot of blocking going on up front for the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. Hadley Groen will get this point, and the Pats lead 21-15. Timeout called by the Governors. Their second and final here in game number 1, brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling of Pierre. 21-15, we're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Our first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first...
Back at Lincoln, the Patriots, an improved ball club so far this season, I believe, from what we saw last year, although they finished the season very well. If I remember correctly, they played for a consolation championship at the state tournament and may have even won that match a season ago out in Rapid City. They lead 21-15 here in the first set. I mentioned Sioux Falls, Washington surrendered the first set to Aberdeen Central. They come back and win the second one 25-16. Another block for Sioux Falls, keeping it alive, but Claire Brown will free ball it back. It's Sanchez to Christofferson. Redirect by Campbell Boddicker, a backhand tap. And the dig attempt off of that goes in the wrong direction. Up to the bleachers, and the Governors will get side out of our timeout. Now Christofferson back. Boddicker, by the way, with her second kill. Christofferson just misses here in the near corner. Service error, Elise, unfortunately 0 for 2. By the way, Sioux Falls, Washington, Coach Tiffany Stoser told us they are a slow starting team, and we saw them against the Govs surrendering one Tuesday night. They surrender their first set today to Aberdeen Central. It's their 6th match of the season. They've lost the first set in 4 of those now. Here's a tapper for Roths. Here couldn't get a pancake underneath that one. Not Roths, but Hadley Groen with the kill here. And Lincoln close to taking game number 1, 23-16 here. 4 out of 6. Washington has surrendered the first game, but they're still 4-1 in their first 5 matches of the season. Comebacker here. Sanchez wants to swing it away, but Groen gets it up in the air on a dig. Now Siegel wide. Gets it across, but Boddicker digs, and it's back over to the Patriots. Here comes Siegel on a swing again. Governor block is there. Christofferson covered it up, but then a big block for Lily Sanchez. A dig for Christofferson, but it came back over the net, and right there, the middle for Sioux Falls wanted to crush it back home, but it was Lily Sanchez who saw it coming and was able to get an ace block. 23-17, point to Pierce. Siegel gets one through the block this time, and that is down, and Sioux Falls Lincoln has set point. 24-17, Boddicker will check out. Michaela Sherwood going to get an opportunity to come in for McKenna Schleckaway. Sherwood started the season in the starting rotation, 6'2" junior. Try to help get a better block up here for the Governors. Rinke in the back row. Plays the serve up. Now Avery Kaiser dug up in the air by Nesham. Siegel with the finish, and that's good. The block not quite there for the Governors. An impressive start to this one for Sioux Falls Lincoln on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. They'll defeat the Governors in game number 1, 25-17. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As Lincoln claims the first set, Governor Volleyball brought to you on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com, in part by your Pierre Sports marketing partners who include All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, Anderson Rumsa Dental, James River Broadcasting, and DRG Media Group. How you doing? Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, Iceberg Funeral Home, Capital City Campus, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Olinger Law Firm, and the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, your Pierre Sports marketing partners. Let's pause for 90 seconds. Game number 2 is coming up next. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Olson Plumbing.
Graham Type. Governor's block hasn't been able to get things directed in the right direction as of yet, and Lincoln's block, meanwhile, has been very effective as well. A 13-7 kill advantage for the Patriots over the Governors in that first set. Linnea Nasham with 6, Jazz Coutet with 3, Avery Kaiser with 3, Campbell Boddicker with 2 to lead their respective teams. So Lincoln strikes first, actually looking at the SD Scores app, and there's something that has Pierre leading Sioux Falls Lincoln 2-1 and actually winning 3-1, but there's different scores. I think that actually is pertaining to another match, and in fact it could be Mitchell and Spearfish. They're playing an early afternoon match in Mitchell as well. But here we'll go to the second set. Claire Brown to serve first. First serve sponsored by Comtech and Pierre as Lainey Rinke plays it up to Elise Christofferson outside in a hot shot, but Kaiser is dug up into the air by Nesham. It came down quickly, but free balled out. Now a tapper here, and there's a block and a long arm reach for Jazz Coutet, helped out by Sophie Siegel. It looked like a point that the Governors were about to get, but Coutet is a tough defensive player up there. Brown and Lincoln score first. Now Rinke and Price together put it up into the air. Here's Schleck away swinging, and a good communication piece in the back row for Sioux Falls Lincoln as the matrix move by Nesham gets her out of the way. And Lincoln scores the first 2. Brown from right to left or near court to far again to her fellow libero. Remy Price, a swing for Avery Kaiser is defended. Now Sophie Siegel is blocked by the Govs. Back to Nesham. Up front it goes to Coutet, and still the Governors just can't keep even the taps in play right now. Not sure if the anticipation of that hit or if that was just or it wasn't there, or perhaps just a really good angle on the tapper for Jazz Coutet. Here's Kaiser, and that one through. A one-handed dig attempt from Kate Tollinger and downed, and that'll be Avery Kaiser's first kill of this game. After Lincoln scores the first 3, Pierre has a side out, trailing 1, serving 3. Here comes Price. Far court to near, Tollinger plays it up to Zeke, and the Governors have a touch point at the net, put home by Reese Terwilliger, I believe. Sanchez was in the area as well. Kind of an errant set attempt for the Patriots there. 2 serving 3. Service point goes to the Govs. As Nesham will play it up here. Back set, Couttet down. Boy, Samantha Zeke's got a lot of energy out there and a lot of smiles. I think particularly when Jazz Couttet puts them home. It was a good set and a good attack. Good kill there for the Patriots, who lead 4-2. Return of serve back to the net. Now more net play. Terwilliger, and then put back by Rothes. Here's a block back. Ooh, somebody just brought the net down. Not sure who it was, but we play on. Pierre with a free ball. Back to Brown. Then Zeke. Behind her is Rothes. Blocked. Good job by Kaiser to keep it alive. The two-hander by Sanchez will not go. Again, Lincoln refusing to let balls fall, but there it is. Reese Terwilliger finally, as the Governors continue to play, and that's exactly what they're going to need all day long here. Tiffany Stoser said Lincoln's defense is better than Washington's, and they just won't let anything fall. You really got to find a spot, and Reese Terwilliger was able to do that. 3 serving 4. Here's Sanchez on the return by Brown, which will float back over and out of bounds on the far side. That'll be an ace, the second of the day for the Governors, and both of them by Lily Sanchez. So Lily will bring it again. Left to right, far court to near. Up in the air, good serve, and Brown got eaten up on this one, but they still get it up in the air. Couttet off of the 10-foot line, punches it back. Kaiser tries a two-handed push, and that'll work. Avery Kaiser. Obviously, if the Governors are going to be successful, she's got to continue to see those kill numbers climb. Sanchez and Christofferson doing a good job in the passing game. Actually, the assist there to Sanchez as Christofferson not on the court. Sanchez will bring it again. Governors now lead 5-4 here in game number 2. Trying to pull even. A long way to go. Beck to the back row. Lunging dig for Nesham. And now a hit from the right side. Rothes will lob this one up, and they say there was a touch by the Governors. And I don't know about that. Tiffany Stoser will send Captain Lily Sanchez over to get a clarification there, because the line judge on the far side said that there was a touch, but that one by Rothes, I believe you could see that was just elevated. It wasn't a full swing attack. And now the near line judge will give his take as well. Kim Weed, our R1 at the ladder, is going to give it to Sioux Falls Lincoln. So the line judge call wins out. Bad break perhaps for the Governors. We'll see how they respond. Now 5-5. That'll go as a kill for Ella Rothes. Good block right there for Rothes on the comeback. Here we'll return it once again. Now Brown with a bump pass to Nesham. Left side down the line. It's good. So Lincoln will perhaps get the 2-for-1 here, as they'll take the lead back at 6-5. Second set, Lincoln won the first one, 25-17. Lob serve over here from Sophie Siegel. Good pass to Sanchez, and Terwilliger will miss it long. Where's the touch? Not coming on this one. 7-5, Lincoln with another. This one goes to Rinke. Played up. Kaiser wants to swing from the middle. That one, hot shot with the block. Again there, and Pierre will win this one. This is a double hit on the set attempt. A little miscue there for Zeke, the setter. Side out, back to Pierre. 6-7. Governors trailing by 1. As Rinke is out, Boddicker is in up front. Kaiser rotates back, trying to bring the heat in the serve. Outside, back set, Rothes. This one misses long. If the Governors were looking and waiting to see if they touched on that one, I don't blame them, but this is a miss hit for Rothes. Now 7-7, tied, and a good start, both teams. Good game going here, second set. Kaiser will miss it low, though. I think she took her eye off of that serve just a little bit. Lincoln back in front, 8-7. The Patriots talk about all this Sioux Falls volleyball, and year after year, the 4 teams This will be a Pierre point as a block attempt by Lincoln will be over the net. What would I like to call the volleyball version of goaltending. Good job, though, by Danny Beck. She was right there to put it back anyway. Katie Terrell wanting an explanation. Really wouldn't have mattered. I believe Danny Beck had a return block anyway. But the error for Lincoln, the point to Pierre. 8 serving 8. Terwilliger's serve being returned. Blocked there, and Nesham finally denied by McKenna Schleckaway in the middle. Danny Beck is there with the presence as well. Block point for the Govs, their third of the day. 9-8 now. Pierre back in front. Mr. Williger will bring it again. Siegel to Zeke, who had to really run it down. Nesham can't get it back to the net and over. That one stays on the Lincoln side, and now the Governors maybe picking up in the aggressiveness department. Getting Lincoln reeling a little bit in their return of serve. Terwilliger, good, as Lincoln thought it was going long. All three in the back row cheated up just a little bit. I think they all agreed that that one was going long, but court awareness just wasn't there that time, and now a timeout to be taken after a peanut butter cup from Reese Terwilliger. And the ace, the Governors lead game number 2, 11-8, and the timeout on the floor. Brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We'll take 30, and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Pierre of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at GrahamTire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities. Graham Tire.
Welcome back to game number 2. Governors working on 4 straight, leading 11-8. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports marketing sponsors, who include Bank West, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Overhead Door, Kruger Contracting, and our friends and video partners from Live Ticket. Governor Volleyball here in Sioux Falls, out of the break, and Sioux Falls Lincoln bum set spike, but too long goes Ella Roths again. And now 5 errors for the Patriots, who only had 2 in the first set, which they won 25-17. Terwilliger continues to serve well. Siegel with a good return this time. And the attack for Lene Nesham, hooks wide left and out of bounds. Good shot. Nesham continues to swing a hot bat, so to speak, but the Governor run continues. 13-8 now, as they're on their longest service rally of the afternoon. 1, 2, 3, and a great job by Lily Sanchez. First with the dig, then with the return, but nobody's digging this next one from Lincoln. I think Ella Rhodes with the assist to Hadley Groen. And she'll put that one down as the Governor run ends at 6 strong. 9 serving 13 here, Lincoln. Kate Tollinger to serve it away to the middle back. Kaiser gets it up. Sanchez tappers over from Boddicker. And Nesham will palm a return back, and a dig here for Avery Kaiser. Comes back to the pole and out of bounds. So another kill, even though Nesham maybe with her softest point of the afternoon. 10 serving 13. Tollinger again misses long. A number of long serves so far for Sioux Falls Lincoln, although after 5 miscues in serve in the first game, this is their first in the second. Governors have a 14-10 advantage. Christofferson now, and a whistle, and it's Lincoln out of rotation. And Kelly Devine will explain to Coach Terrell what she saw, why she blew that play dead. Here with a break this time, 15-10 now. Trying to build as much of a cushion as they can. Christofferson with a bit of a lob serve, but kept off the floor by Siegel. Up it comes to Nesham. Kaiser dug it out. Now Boddicker gets one down. The assist from Sanchez up front, Campbell Boddicker with her 3rd kill, as the Governors starting to feel a little bit more in rhythm, a little more in sync as the afternoon progresses here. Christopherson with another miss, though. She's trying to angle it to the back right corner, or our near left corner. Elise has missed a few in serves so far today. 11-16. It comes from Sioux Falls Lincoln now. Right to left, Nesham with a good serve, but Sanchez is there. She'll get a bump pass right back to her and down. Schleck away with a good, perfectly placed bump assist. And Lily Sanchez with her first real swing of the afternoon. And that one didn't have a lot of room to spare, but it was down in the back row. Hot shot for Lily Sanchez. Now Lainey Rinke is in to serve, and she'll bring it short as well. And it'll be an ace as Zeke couldn't get it across. Even if she gets a touch on it, Avery Kaiser was there to put it home. An ace for Lainey Rinke. And the Governor lead is up to 7 now, 18-11. Rinke, feet on the floor, serving it away, played up by Tollinger to Zeke. Now Siegel, good angle there, and that one's through and down. Good pass there by Kate Tollinger to get Lincoln in system. And that was Sophie Siegel. Couple of points in a row there for the Governors. They still lead by 6. Hoping to get another quick side out. Sanchez behind her to Kaiser. Tappers over with a one-hander. Now Siegel through the net, but Remy Price doing the libero's job. Bump from Christopherson back to Kaiser, who tried to kick it. It's up into the net, but a good block there for Jazz Couttet. That's her third ace block, along with 5 kills and a service ace in this afternoon. Couttet has been a problem for the Governors in that front row. Claire Brown serves. Rinke got it back, and it goes to Couttet, and she'll crush it back to the back left corner. Now 3 in a row for the Patriots, all scored by Couttet. 2 kills and a block point, 18-14. Claire Brown serves again. Rinke gets Christopherson running. Schleck away on the run with a tapper across. Back row attack. Here comes Nesham, but there is Rinke in the back row. Christopherson again up to Kaiser, but this one misses long on a cross-court effort. And the Governors could use a timeout. Tiffany Stoser will get just that. 18-15, 4 in a row scored by Lincoln, and the lead by the Governors cut back down to 3. We'll take a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Back at Sioux Falls in the second set as the Governors try to pull even at 1 game apiece. Governor Volleyball brought to you by your Pierre Sports marketing sponsors, who include Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Capital City Motors, and Avera Orthopedics in Pierre, your Pierre Sports marketing sponsors. Brian Oakland with play-by-play. Good volleyball here at Lincoln High, but it was all Lincoln in the first set. Governors, as we mentioned, trying to pull even here, but they've got to stop the Lincoln momentum that is starting to build and come from behind fashion. Kaiser was dug out. Now Sophie Siegel again gets the angle through the Governor defense. And a 5th straight point for the Patriots. As Claire Brown continues in serve. Good run going. Christopherson from Rinke. Kaiser cannot get one down here. Now Siegel on the way back. Blocked by the Governors, but backing out of bounds, and Tiffany Stoser wondering, well, I'm not sure. Pierre did get a touch on that. That's a Siegel kill. Back out. I don't know if Coach Stoser thought maybe that one stayed in the net. Here's an ace on the line for Claire Brown. Kaiser let it go. It was 18-11. Forget about it. It is 18-18, second set. This set knotted up, and Claire Brown will continue her 7th serve in this run. Price close to the net, kept alive by Christopherson, or Sanchez, yes, Christopherson, but then Kaiser will miss one long again. Avery Kaiser having a tough game here, and another timeout called by the Governors as Lincoln has now taken the lead, and they've taken the wind out of the Governors' sails along with it. 30-second Coca-Cola break. Back with more here in game number 2. Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Service Master of Pierre.
19-18 now. Sioux Falls Lincoln leads the second set rather. They are hoping to go up 2 games on the Governors. Governors need this one to pull even. Be up to the Govs to try to stop the bleeding, so to speak, here as all the momentum goes to Lincoln, and as Lily Sanchez is blocked by Jazz Couttet. Another defensive point into a vacant back row of the Governors. 20-18. Claire Brown continues to have the hot hand from behind the service line. Rinke gets to the knees and puts it up in play. There's another block for Couttet. Governors will cover this one up. Kaiser will try to palm one away. Now Zeke turns and the second set is over, but Price is there. Schleck away. Swings and another block. Jazz Couttet, too much here for the Governors. That's 4 blocks for Couttet in this second game and 5 overall. Lincoln with 7 in the match. Over the net on the return of serve. Sanchez wins the battle at the net but has to return it. Now Couttet will swing fully. Nice dig on the reach for Christofferson. Another block here, but it's on the Lincoln side. And this one is down. Maybe a net violation, but Avery Kaiser with the swing. Actually, if that was a net violation, we'll not be able to give Kaiser a kill this time. Lincoln actually with 8 errors in this second set. Boy, did Pierre need that point, though. That was 10 in a row for Lincoln, and they'll get another one. Slide to Couttet out on the outside. Couttet with an 8-point game, 4 offensive and 4 defensive. Lincoln leads 22-19. Coming up on the 4 o'clock hour. This is Zeke to serve. Sanchez with the return. Now Kaiser down the line. It's just too long. Avery Kaiser continues to struggle in her attack. Hitting error number 5. She's still swinging very well, but just not getting on top. And it's 23-19. Sanchez. Absolutely. It is a dire situation. Pierre had a touch on this one at the net. Here's a swing for Siegel. Pierre has it through the block. Kaiser, Christofferson outside right. Sanchez, look at the dive by Nesham. Horizontal to the floor, keeping it off the floor. Now Sanchez with the hook. That won't go. Zeke gets out of the way. Brown setting it up on a bump to Rhodes. There's a dig for Rinke. Kaiser will try again. Can't get much on it, though. Brown to Zeke. Here comes Couttet off the net, and good. Everything Jazz Couttet does comes up roses for Sioux Falls Lincoln in this game. 24-19. Set point for the Lincoln Patriots. Game number 2 in a game that they trailed 18-11. And they're about to finish it. Couttet to Price. Another block here for Couttet, but Rinke there to shove it out. Now Siegel wants to finish it. Price put to the floor. Nicely done with another dig, though. Free ball back. Not much in system. There's a good block of Siegel, but now the second hit is over and down, and that'll do it for game number 2. Ella Rhodes with the last swing. Sioux Falls Lincoln, a major come-from-behind effort there. They outscore Pierre 14-1 down the stretch, and they win it 25-19. They lead this one 2-0. That's the score and the situation on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing
Go-to
partner.
service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. ServiceMaster of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're in the need,
your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey's specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving us.
Yeah, that was a fun one right there. Welcome back to Sioux Falls Lincoln. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play in a game that the Governors led 18-11, but a 10-0 rally by Sioux Falls Lincoln put them in front in a 14-1 run to close out the second set to put Lincoln on top 2 games to none with that 25-19 win, 13-6, the kill advantage for Lincoln in that second game. Comtech first serve put in play by Remington Price, and Lincoln will go to work, but nothing set up in system here. Now Christofferson to Lily Sanchez. Hot shot, but it won't clear. Boy, Lily just trying to bring the heat on that one, and it was a great swing, but it stayed in the tape and on the Governor's side, and a hitting error will give the first point to the Patriots in the third game. Serving for Lincoln, Samantha Zeke. Good job on the run for Christofferson to keep one alive. Here's Couttet. The tapper is good. Jazz Couttet with her 9th kill. She had 5 kills and 4 solo blocks in that second game. Certainly leading the comeback effort that was for the Patriots. And Sanchez unable to handle the Zeke serve this time. It's only the 4th ace for Lincoln today. And half of those came in the first game. Lincoln continuing a good run, starting the third set. Here comes Kaiser. That one is down. Avery Kaiser struggling on the attack today, but she'll get her 6th kill. First 3 to Lincoln in the third set. Now here with their first point. Christofferson checking out. Sanchez rotating back. Danny Beck, the senior blocker. Up front, Sanchez sends Siegel deep, and Lily's serve has been very good today. She'll get an ace here. Siegel had that one right up high, and she hits it to the far bleachers section out of bounds. 3rd ace for Lily Sanchez. And she'll give one back this time, though. That one, a low line drive that stayed too low. 4-2, Lincoln lead. Third set. One thing Tiffany Stoster had pegged about this Lincoln team, I do believe they are a better defensive team. Their defense has just been outstanding. Here's a redirect for Reese Terwilliger over on the left side for the Governors, but that one will miss wide and out of bounds. Here, error numbers have been better than they were Tuesday night, but Couple of misses that they've been kind of induced here, and now an ace for Sophie Siegel. The Governors just can't seem to get things going in the right direction here. Trying to stay positive. 6-2, a couple of three-point runs for Lincoln. Siegel played up by Rinke this time. Terwilliger taps and doesn't get it to the net this time. Tiffany Stoser, a little frustration. Still coaching, and again, the Governors, I think right now you just have to keep swinging. If you're Pierre, here's Terwilliger trying to get it back in place. Siegel has it in the middle back. Now Nesham. Beck reaches for it. We'll get back to it. That's Kaiser, but her bump is over and it's down on the line. Avery Kaiser with some good hustle here. Just a free ball over. Lincoln let it fall, thinking it was out of bounds, and as it turned out, it was not. That was 4 in a row for Lincoln. Now 3 serving 7. The Governors have got to find a way to get momentum back on their side and keep it. But here comes Couttet. Palm shot out. Kaiser is there. Up to Christofferson. Here is Sanchez. Nope, that's Boddicker. Couldn't get anything on it. Oh, right in between the block goes Linnea Nesham. Had a good angle from here on that one. It was Terwilliger and Beck teaming up for a block, but Nesham somehow threads it right in between them, and she's got her 9th kill. Sioux Falls Lincoln has a good one, and that's sophomore right there, Linnea Nesham. And the junior, Jazz Couttet, continues to play well also. Here's Kaiser, the two-handed push, and the first touch by Lincoln kind of thwarted their effort to keep that one in play. Kaiser now with 3 kills in this set. And unofficially 8 on the game, or on the match. I've got her with 8, they've got her with 5 on the board, but I keep looking at that board and they're not putting as many points up there for individual players as what I would tend to do. Here's Terwilliger serving, played back, and Nesham misses this one. She tried to keep it away from the block, but misses it left. First error for the Patriots in the 3rd game. Now Pierre back within 3, 5 serving 8. Terwilliger, left to right, far court to near. Nesham backs off, gets it back to Zeke, and this one stayed. Actually a touch by Boddicker, and then she bumped it back up into the air. Was it her or was it Schleckaway that actually got that second touch, though? Boddicker tried to block it back home, but it bounced on the top of the net. And the ruling is it was Boddicker who hit it the second time, even though Schleckaway was right there with her. 4th error for the Govs in the game, now 9-5. Here we'll get a return here. Two-handed push from Kaiser. Played up and back to Nesham. There's Kaiser going low, up in the air. Christofferson. Here's Schleckaway trying to get one down. A good reach for Tollinger. She'll get it back and free ball it back. Now behind Christofferson to Lily Sanchez this time. And Lily finally gets one to go. Her 2nd kill of the afternoon. Sanchez can hit him as hard as anybody. Here's Christofferson to serve. 6 serving 9. Brown plays it up this time, and Nesham gets one angled through the block, and outside it goes. Another kill for Linnea Nesham. Now 10-6, Sioux Falls Lincoln. This just seems to not be the same team that the Governors swept at Riggs High. That was a slam dunk here. The Govs looking around, and this certainly seems like Hadley Groen was completely over the net to try to put that one straight down, but a good job nonetheless, I guess. And it's 11-7. Looked like her hand was completely over and didn't allow the ball to come back across the net, but we play on. Here's Kaiser from the back row. Claire Brown with a good dig. Sophie Siegel blocked, but it stays on the Pierre side, and that is down. That one falls front left as Boddicker was back off of the net. A little too much. And it is 12-6 so far in the 3rd. Governors played even with Sioux Falls, Washington. Lincoln has lost to Washington once this year, but Tell you right now, Sioux Falls Lincoln is playing very, very well. We've got a violation here on the Governors. Christofferson. Not sure what happened there, but another point to the Patriots. 13-6. Hot shot again for Nesham. Kaiser's return stays in the back row. It comes to Sanchez eventually from Price, and free ball back, but Lincoln will return the favor. Now Kaiser, Christofferson, mistiming the quick set. Sanchez with just a tapper away. Here's Siegel with a block up front. Christofferson got underneath it, but then Michaela Sherwood, who is playing up in the middle, doing everything she can to try to get that one over. Unsuccessful. Timeout. Governors. Another big run-in serve for Sioux Falls Lincoln. This one's on 5 strong, and it is 14-6 Patriots as they're playing for a 3-game sweep. Timeout on the floor, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. Get a Coke and be back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of the...
Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by Hawaii Federal Credit Union, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, TMA, and Ferding Electric by Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Edgewood Healthcare, and Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Pierre Sports sponsors here. River 92.7. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. It's turning into a Sioux Falls Lincoln shellacking right now of the Governors. Governors continue to try to stay in this one, but a tapper on the return of serve. Now an error here for the Patriots. And that'll help the Governor cause out of the timeout. But again, 5 in a row comes to an end, and Pierre needs some immediate momentum here. Laney Rinke will come on to serve as Campbell Boddicker checks out. 14-7 Lincoln. Third game. Lincoln has the first 2 under their belts already. Tollinger plays it up to Zeke on the return of serve. Here's a block for Beck. It stays on the Governor's side. Now a set up to Kaiser, who has to two-hand shove it out. Not enough swinging there, and this one will touch the pin on the near side. And a miss from Sophie Siegel, but the set pass was a little too much from Samantha Zeke. Now it's 14-8. Back to Rinke to serve. Good line drive this time as Tollinger gets underneath it. A little pass from Groen. Cleared out. Here's Sherwood with the swing, and this one was touched in the back row. Michaela Sherwood with a kill. Set assist to Elise Christofferson that time. 3 in a row now for the Governors. 9 serving 14. Still a good hill to climb. Rinke, tough play. Misplay by Groen in the back row. Laney Rinke has her second ace, and a quick timeout here by Katie Terrell, wanting to stop the apparent change in momentum. But the Governors might still be on when we come out of this 30-second Coca-Cola timeout. 10 serving 14 when we return in the third. This is Governor Volleyball.
They're investor partners and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Say yes to convenience.
Back again at Lincoln in Sioux Falls. Yes Way sponsoring Governor Sports along with Access Health, Lynn's Dakota Mart, May Adam Law Firm, and American Bank and Trust in Pierre. And a serve for Rinke looking for another ace. Nesham backed away, let it fall, and boy, fortunate that one apparently missed by an inch or so. Service error for the Governors. We're also sponsored by Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Pierre Regional Airport, Fisher Rounds and Associates, and First Dakota National Bank. Governor Sports sponsors. Here's Price with a swing from the back row. Now back to Coute, and she will continue to swing and score. Now Ariel Coute, they call her Jazz. Sioux Falls Lincoln having a big afternoon. 16-10 Patriots. Serve for the Patriots. Played up, but the Governors had to tap it away. Now Sophie Siegel angles one out of the reach of Lainey Rinke. Sioux Falls Lincoln just getting stronger by the point here in the third, 17-10. They've withstood a little charge by the Governors, who scored 4 in a row, now 3 in a row and counting, and it's Claire Brown back in serve. Returned by the Govs back to the net. They get it away, and Coute gets a taste of her own medicine. This time it is Michaela Sherwood who makes a nice defensive play. Ace block to Michaela, the 6'2 junior. Coute has blocked the Governors 5 times, but Sherwood gets the 4th block point for the Governors here this afternoon. Price's serve played up. Now out to Coute on the slide. Price digs it. Kaiser couldn't swing. It gets to the back row, though. Siegel through the block, and there's Price with another good dig. Sanchez will swing. Another block for Lincoln, but Christofferson gets it back. Now Terwilliger tries off the net. Brown gets in there, a bump pass back to Siegel. Not much on it. Christofferson to Sanchez. Kaiser wants to swing, and she scores. There just hasn't been enough of that. Avery Kaiser with 4 kills in this game, but she's been doing so much tapping and two-hand shoving. This time finally getting a swinging kill. The Governors within 5 at 12, serving 17. Price serving again. Here's one off of the net for Nesham. Out to Kaiser again. This one a miss hit, though. She saw Coute coming at her and maybe tried to adjust. And missed it short and into the net. Now 18-12. Lincoln leads by 6, and they can win the match with just 7 more points here. Kaiser again up of a good play up. There's yet another block, and this with Coute in the area, but I believe that one goes to Ella Roths. That'll be her second ace block. Kaiser is denied. 19-12 Patriots. Zeke to Sanchez, and that's a misplay there. Governors got 3 touches on it, but for all intents and purposes, the aggressive serve of Samantha Zeke wins that one over. Now, T-5 and counting for Sioux Falls Lincoln. Bit of a delay, but now ready to go. Zeke from right to left. Price with the play up. Christofferson out to Sanchez. Good angle, but right there is Zeke to cover it up. Brown becomes the passer here. Blocked by Terwilliger. Back to Lincoln. There's another block, and this one under the net. Lily Sanchez and Reese Terwilliger teaming up. Defensive point for the Governors. Lincoln all the way up to 21 on this with just 4 to go. The Governors, did they put the point up on the right one there? I don't think they did. Now they're getting it right. 13-20. That's our correct score. Coute will get a pass to her, but she'll lob a tapper over. Point to the Govs, back within 6, but they need a whole bunch right now. 14 serving 20. Sanchez has been the best server for the Govs today. She'll come again. Underneath it gets Sophie Siegel and Danny Beck trying to keep it down. There was no third touch from Coute up front. Serve return error by the Patriots. Governors get a little help once again. Sanchez again. Far court to near. Siegel will get it played up to Zeke. She'll get it back on the run, right side. There's a nice reach for Sanchez for the dig. She'll get the return on a free ball. Coute swings low into the net, and the Governor defense giving the Patriots a little something to think about. 4 in a row for Pierre here. That's cutting an 8-point deficit in half. They still have a ways to go. 16 serving 20. Third game, Lincoln's playing for the sweep. Brown will play it up. Zeke had to run it down. Here's Roths. Swinging through the block. Sanchez off of the return. Kaiser up in the air early. Reaches for it off of the block. I don't know if she really had to. That might have been falling out of bounds. But there again, the defense for Sioux Falls Lincoln. Avery Kaiser trying to play with the reflexes there, and really I thought made a heck of a play, but just couldn't keep it in play. Terwilliger coming on the run, misses long, out of bounds. And this one's starting to become a little academic for Sioux Falls Lincoln, leading 22-16. Siegel is serving. Price, tough return that time, and down the line is Kaiser, and she'll get this one. Avery Kaiser's 5th kill in this set. Unofficially 10 in the match now to lead the Govs, but still seems like a quiet afternoon offensively for Avery Kaiser. She's back to serve now. Claire Brown again with a good play back. Nesham is blocked here, and that'll go for the Governors. Terwilliger with the defensive point, helped out by Beck. Service point 18, serving 22, coming for Avery Kaiser and the Govs. Here down 2 sets, trying to avoid a sweep. That one's good too, in the near corner, right down in front of us. Lincoln let it go, and Aves will get the ace, her first ace of the day. Pierre has 3 aces in this 3rd set, 7 on the match. Now 19-22. Back within 3, Kaiser again. Brown gets this one up into the air. Here comes Nesham, left side. Price gets to it though. Boddicker with a bump pass to Sanchez, free balled out by the Govs. Now Brown with a bump pass. Nesham again. Kaiser sets it up in the air. Here's Campbell Boddicker, and that's up to the fans in the stands off of Claire Brown. And her dig attempt, Campbell Boddicker's been quiet today, but this one goes, and the Governors having their best offensive set of the afternoon so far. Timeout to the Lincoln Patriots. Pierre hits 20 for the first time today, but they still trail by 2 in set number 3. A Coca-Cola timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them back in 30. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Here trying to claw back into this one. Welcome back to game number 3 at Lincoln High in Sioux Falls. Brian Oakland with you, and Avery Kaiser out of this timeout. We'll try to keep the service run going. Keep in mind, Governors don't play again on the volleyball court until they host Rapid City Christian in 10 days, Tuesday night, September 27th. So they'll have a bit of a layoff coming up on this after this one. Here's Nesham, who gets one through the block. That one got by the Governor block, but Sanchez had to range over and just couldn't get a good touch on it or a good pass. And Linnea Nesham with kill number 11. Here trailing by 3 again, just 2 to go for Sioux Falls Lincoln. Didn't expect a 3-game sweep, but this is very close to that. Here's Julia Blum, a 5'8" freshman to serve. And Pierre will miss on the attack. By the way, Julia Blum, the daughter of Lori Stalkin, who is a 1991 graduate of Riggs High School. Saw her at the concession stand earlier today. She'll serve for the finish here. Match point for Sioux Falls Lincoln. This one played up, and Campbell Boddicker able to keep this one alive. Campbell gets the kill through the Lincoln block and down. Kill number 5, 24-21. Blum will check out along with Couttet. Claire Brown back into play, libero. Reese Terwilliger to serve. Governors trying to fight for their lives here. Zeke will get it back to Nesham off the play up, and that'll do it. Through the block of Michaela Sherwood and down Linnea Nesham. And the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots will defeat the Pierre Governors. I don't think we expected a 3-game sweep for either team in this one, but that's exactly what we got here today. In fact, I think that's exactly what we said at Riggs High Gym when these two teams met last year as well. And the Governors won that game in 3, that match in 3, but Lincoln dominates this match. Boy, a good-looking club here at Sioux Falls Lincoln High. They win it in straight sets on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 25-17, 25-19, 25-21. Lincoln improves to 7-4 on the season. The Governors lose their second straight, both to Sioux Falls schools on the east side of town. And it is now an 8-2 mark for the Pierre Governors. The scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As we'll head into the postgame in 3 minutes, our postgame timeout. The postgame coming up, sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official voice of the Governors. River 92.7, live streaming with the help of Live Ticket at drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental.
Beck Motor Company is celebrating 53 years in the car business. Find huge discounts on all pre-owned vehicles. Just look for the bright tags in the windows. Tires, buy 3, get 1 free. And as always, the price match guarantee every day. B&W Gooseneck turnover hitch, only $549 while supplies last. Light detail, $75 and $90. We thank you for your loyalty the past 53 years. Beck Motor Company, Pierre. BeckCashMotors.com.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. The Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls, Lincoln, as the Pierre Governors were outmatched today. I think the better team, certainly the team that played better, won in this one. The Governors were outplayed by the home team here on this Saturday afternoon, as Sioux Falls, Lincoln, very impressive. And I think over the years, you know, if you look at volleyball success of the other schools in Sioux Falls, O'Gorman and Roosevelt in particular, also Sioux Falls, Washington, and now you add Sioux Falls, Jefferson into that mix, which is a lot of, at least last year it was a lot of Roosevelt players. There's so much good volleyball here. Lincoln is the team that's been kind of, I don't want to say bringing up the rear, but they haven't had the success that those other schools have. Last couple of years, they certainly are starting to get back at it. They play those schools so many times and even win or lose, but even if they lose, some tight matches, it certainly makes you better when you play better competition, and I think that's what Sioux Falls Lincoln has the advantage of right now. And even though they've lost 4 matches so far this season, they're getting better, and they certainly looked very good today. Once again, the Governors, I think for the second match in a row, just a little bit behind, but I think there were other issues as to why Sioux Falls Lincoln came out on top of this one, and we'll talk about some of those with the coach when she comes up, Tiffany Stoser, here in our Family Dental postgame. So welcome to the postgame, sponsored by Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg. Sioux Falls Lincoln got off to a good start in that first one. We could see right away that their block was going to be a problem for the Governors, and that's exactly what happened. Pierre had an early 3-1 lead, was scoring 3 in a row, but 6 straight for Lincoln put them up 7-3, and they never trailed. Once again, as we talked about after that, the end of that first game, 8-6 was the closest Pierre got, and Lincoln led by 5 or 6 points most of that first set. And then from 21-16, 23-17, they win the last 2. In fact, win it by 8 at 25-17. So Lincoln strikes first. They score the first 3 of the second set as well. The Governors countered and got back at 5-4. But then there was a point where Lincoln appeared to hit one long, and the Governors trying to, hoping or expecting to get their 4th point in a row, but a bit of a questionable call that saw perhaps a Governor fingertip touch up at the front of the net that I think probably didn't happen. It was a bad break at the time. It was just 1 point, but it seemed like that could have been a bit of a momentum swing there. That did tie it up. Certainly only 1 point, and is not going to be the issue, but things didn't go well after that. Although, except for 1 point in the second set, Lincoln had an 8-7 lead, and then a 6-point run, 6-point rally for Lincoln to put them up. Let me reset this whole second game. I'm getting a little bit flustered. Pierre with an early 5-4 lead. Lincoln took a 7-5 advantage. Pierre tied it up. Lincoln got a side out, and then the Governors get a 6-point rally to go up 13-8, and then it looked like things were looking in the Governors' favor. They built an 18-11 lead, but the Governors, the Lincoln defense started to come alive once again, and so did their offense. And 10 straight points run off by Sioux Falls Lincoln, being down 11-18. Suddenly they're up 21-18. The Governors got one side out, but then Lincoln ran off the last 4 points as well. We mentioned 14-1 was that turnaround rally for Sioux Falls Lincoln, and they come right back and take that second set as well, 25-19. Again, they score the first 3 of the third, and the Governors got back within 1 at 3-2, but the rest of the match, that's as close as they would get. They challenged it 8-5, 9-6, but then the Patriots scored 5 straight to go up 14-6, and they kept that lead. It did shrink back to 5 at one spot at 17-12, but grew to 8 once again. It fell back down to 4 at 20-16, even fell to 2 at 22-20. Governors were looking pretty good, but Lincoln gets the finish once again, 25-21. One of the things I talked with Coach Katie Terrell about, you look back on matches that they played well against teams like Sioux Falls, Washington, losing in straight sets, but scoring 20-plus in every one of them. And the question, I think, for Sioux Falls Lincoln was, can they finish? Well, today they finished, and they finished every set very, very strongly, and they sweep the Governors 25-17, 25-19, and 25-21. That's the recap. We'll give you the stats coming up. Let's take another 3-minute timeout, and we're back with more as let's go 2 minutes this time around. Still have a coach with conversation with Coach Tiffany Stoser coming up. We still have big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics, and your player of the game from Cowboy Country Stores yet to come as well. As 3 minutes, we'll be back with more of our Family Dental post game. This is Governor Volleyball and River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For free 94, go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota wants your trade. We also want any vehicle that you might be willing to part with. So much so that we'll give you an additional $200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you let us buy your vehicle. Yes, $200 Pure Pride dollars when you trade or when you sell your vehicle to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota. Stop in at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Investment Advisory Services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls Lincoln High as Tiffany Soser has come up and joined us here on a tough match for the Governors. And, Coach, things don't go right and they don't go the way you expected, and you just got outplayed today, and that happens sometimes. I tend to say, in trying to explain some of these things away, and the old song that said, Mama told me there'd be days like this, and that is going to happen from time to time. I could look down on your bench, and there's just frustration. A lot of times you turn around, look at the coaches, Terwilliger and Kaiser down there, and it just looks like you're saying, what are we supposed to do here? It just seemed like the girls are working so hard. But Sioux Falls Lincoln, we've talked about it. You think they're a better team than Washington. I certainly agree with that. Coach Schroeder from Washington the other night said Lincoln doesn't let anything touch the floor. What a great defensive team that was, and their offense, I think, fed right off of that.
Yeah, I knew how good they were going to be on defense. Their block gave us a ton of problems tonight. They're in position. They're just sitting there waiting for us. We worked on speeding up our offense today, or this last week. We worked a lot on that. And coming in with 3 routes every single time and screaming what route you're running and try and pull a block and just run a faster offense. And they were still sitting there ready for us. So they played well. And if we happen to get it through their block, they pick it up back row. There was no tip available on the whole court. And that defensive effort was frustrating for our girls, and I think it forced a lot of errors on our side.
And I think one of the frustrating things for you also was that your block is there. You've got the touches on the blocks, but boy, it seemed like Nesham and Kute and everybody, it just seemed like everything they hit went through your block or went off to the side and just out of reach. So I guess it's all about the angles when you're setting up for the block too.
Yeah, we weren't set up on the end. They were hitting around our block every single time, and our people that are setting the block we're not getting lined up with our hitter and just kind of setting in normal place where normal teams go, and we didn't make the adjustment when we had to, and so got worked on the block a little bit. Their defense forced some errors on us, but there's a few things we can take care of that I don't think that we did. We had a lot of hitting errors. I got to go back and look at our hitting percentages. I maybe don't want to today. Have some improvements there. We were going for the tip, and there was no tip available for us. We just had to get up and swing hard, and when we did, they were getting blocked, and so it gets frustrating, and they got to us today, and our girls couldn't get out of it. They're frustrated in the locker room. Mm-hmm. I'm frustrated as well, but definitely some things we can work on and fix before November.
I think percentage-wise, I really think this is a better error game for you than Tuesday night was. In fact, I got you averaging 6 per game, although a lot of them came in that third game. But the offense did seem to pick up a little bit in that third game. I know the tough part here and the turning point was in that second game when you're up by 7, and then all of a sudden everything just started falling into place, and that's when it started to unravel a little bit, and so much of this game becomes mental, and that's where somehow you gotta fight through that, and it's obviously easier said than done.
Yeah, we were in a serve receive we couldn't get out of, and I'm frustrated at myself a little bit. I should have made an adjustment there probably, and I didn't. I just kept thinking we were going to snap out of it. We had 3 good hitters up at the front, and we just didn't. So they went on a run, and like you say, once something like that happens, once you're up, I don't know, we're up 7 or 8, and they come back from behind and chip away at you and end up winning, it's real hard for a comeback in a third set. And I actually thought we fought at the end of the third set. It just ran out of time. And
everything else that was just going on. You talk about how they feel and their frustration, and it's never easy, I guess, for young people to fight through things like this. Everything was going pretty well until this week comes, and obviously you're facing better competition. Sioux Falls, Washington, Sioux Falls, Lincoln. But again, you look ahead, and when you get to the point where it's time to reach your goals and maybe achieve them, maybe surpass them. Once again, it's a team like this that you're going to have to find a way to get the W on them.
Yeah, we're going to have to, right? So. Got a lot of film to watch. We can see some things. I think it'll be good for them to see what it looks like, what we see. It's frustrating during the game, and you feel like you can't make the adjustment, or the girls don't. So we'll watch this and let them see what they're doing wrong, and we'll figure out a way to fix it. We will fix it. One thing I thought we were, if we would have won that third set, I think we would have won the whole thing. They were gassed, and I felt like our girls still had a lot in the tank. So. I'm proud of that. I think they're conditioned. I think they're ready for a 5-set game. We haven't had one yet this year. If we would have pulled that away, things might have went well for us.
All right, so we'll put that one to bed, and I guess now maybe it's a hard thing to sit and stew over it for 10 days. You got a long layoff. No volleyball this coming week until the 27th when you get Rapid City Christian in. That's a good Class A team, and certainly last year they got a set off of you in their gym. Now you'll get them in your gym. What do you know about Christian this year?
I know that Christian, they play really well together. That's what I always notice about them, is that they look like they've been playing together since 3rd grade. They just they get out there, they feel where the other ones are, they gel well, they have great attitudes and good defense, and they just play well because the energy's there. And sometimes when you're playing against a team like that, it's frustrating or it's hard. So we want to match that intensity, match that excitement, and we'll be ready for a game by Tuesday. It'll be a home one back in our own gym, and it'll be a nice comeback for us, I think.
But a full week of nothing but practice gives you an opportunity to now work on this new rotation and the new things that you're trying to change up, and hopefully they'll be, if they still aren't quite comfortable with that in this match or throughout the week, I'm sure it'll be completely different when you get going again.
I think so, yeah. We got a couple new ones in there. I thought they felt they were a little timid today, maybe a little more timid than they were against Washington, and that's okay. That's to be expected. We've got let them get some time on the varsity court, so hopefully a week of practice, we'll just keep getting them more and more comfortable, and ready in time. That's what September's for. All
right, Coach. Learning experience for every loss, and I think that's definitely what this was. We'll wish you the best here for the next week and a half. I'm actually not going to be doing that next match, so we'll see you in a couple of weeks. All right.
Sounds good, Brian. Thank you.
Stephanie Stoster, the Governor head coach. Tough loss for Pierre, but a controlling win for Sioux Falls Lincoln in straight sets. We've got big plays of the game coming up, and that'll be our next topic of conversation. We'll take a 1-minute break, and Hermanson Endodontics has the big plays coming right back as well. An easy spot to pick where the big play occurred in this one, and we'll touch on that again when we return with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Hey, DQ fans, we're giving the people what they want. 2 Blizzard Treats of the Month. That's right, September means pumpkin pie, and the brand new Cinnamon Roll Center's Blizzard Treat have arrived. We're so excited we just couldn't wait to tell you. Pumpkin pie is a fall classic made with real pumpkin pie pieces. And the new Cinnamon Roll Centers is jam-packed with your favorite soft cinnamon roll pieces. Hurry in and taste them for yourself today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Back at Lincoln High in Sioux Falls, Hermanson Endodontics giving us our big plays of the game, and certainly an easy spot to pick out when the big plays occurred. Pierre was building a nice lead in the second set after giving Lincoln, after Lincoln won that first game 25-17. Pierre was up 18-11 in the second game, but Claire Brown comes in serve, and the Lincoln front line was they were attacking and scoring offensively, and they seemed to be blocking everything that the Governors were trying to put across in that one instance as well. 10 straight points. They were down 7. They're up 3 all of a sudden, 21-18, and it turned into a 14-1 rally for Sioux Falls Lincoln to close out that second set. Again, down 18-11, but they win it 25-19. Your big plays of the game right there in that second set, and they won that one, and they went on to get the sweep as well. Each game a little bit better for the Governors in this one, 17-19-21, but just not enough. The big plays brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And, of course, a player of the game to announce, and I think our award of the player of the game, there's 2 players that really stood out for Sioux Falls Lincoln. We're going to go with the winning side of things today. For the Governors, Avery Kaiser with 10 kills to lead the way. Campbell Boddicker did have 5. Thought Michaela Sherwood, good to see her back on the floor. She got 1 kill and 1 ace block in there as well. Lily Sanchez served very well today with 3 aces. Lainey Rinke had a couple also, which reminds me now, we haven't really given you the stats in this one, but we'll do that after the big plays of the game. Or I should say the player of the game. Player of the game sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. We'll hear from them and make it official when we return with more Governors postgame.
Cowboy Country Stores and Sinclair are fueling the Folds of Honor program at all their locations. Now through October 16th, 1 cent of every gallon sold will be donated to the Folds of Honor program. This provides educational scholarships to children and spouses of our fallen or disabled veterans. Together, we can help fill up the lives of the families that have sacrificed so much to protect our freedom. Fuel up today at Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre, Fort Pierre, Miller, DeSmet, Clear Lake, and Watertown.
Cowboy Country Stores, players of the game. Early on when Sioux Falls Lincoln was scoring, it seemed at will. In that first set, the hot hand was Linnea Nesham, the 5'10" junior, had 6 kills in the first set, 12 in the match, along with the service ace also. But again, we're going to go to where the big plays were occurring, and that was the 10-point turnaround on the rally by Sioux Falls Lincoln. And when they were scoring on offense and also with the block on defense, all of that was seemingly the 6'1" junior middle hitter, Nayariel Kute. And again, her nickname, Jazz Kute. Very, very good player. She had a service ace in this one, 10 kills, 5 ace blocks. She is the one that really turned this game around in Sioux Falls Lincoln's favor. She is today's Cowboy Country Stores player of the game, and then we'll get a T-shirt to her, noting her accomplishments, helping spearhead the sweep for Sioux Falls Lincoln as they defeat the Pierre Governors tonight. The player of the game, once again sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Take a look at the other scores of matches that went on in Class AA today. Sioux Falls Jefferson defeats Rapid City Stevens 3-1 as Jefferson continues to play well. Stevens beat Roosevelt last night, but losing to Jefferson today. Sioux Falls, Washington here in Sioux Falls has defeated Aberdeen Central the same way they beat the Govs the other night. They gave up the first set, but they win the second, third, and fourth, actually 23-25, 25-16, 25-23, 25-21. So the Golden Eagles playing pretty well, even in the sets that they lost today. And those are the only two other scores that we have among AA action that has been reported. Mitchell and Spearfish were playing. Mitchell and Douglas will be playing also. And also games going on in the afternoon. O'Gorman playing at Brookings, and Sioux Falls Roosevelt was playing at Rapid City Central. But for the Governors, again, as we mentioned, they're off until 10 days from now, September 27th. They'll host Rapid City Christian. David Burrow will have the call of that one from Riggs High Gym. I'll be out of town doing other things. In fact, that's my 25th wedding anniversary that night, but we're actually out of town for a different reason. But happy 25th, honey. We'll be home in just a little while. We've got Governor football coming up, but by the way, Sioux Falls Lincoln next action. They've got Tuesday and Thursday matches in this week ahead. They go to Yankton on Tuesday nights, and they'll host a outstanding Harrisburg squad on Thursday. So two good ones coming up for Sioux Falls Lincoln in this week ahead. Our next broadcast will be Friday night when the Governor football team goes on the road for the first of 3 straight road games. They go to Watertown to tangle with the Arrows Friday night from Watertown Stadium. 6:25 pregame. We'll be with the kickoff at 7 o'clock as well here on your official home of Governor Sports River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Remember, as we travel home, we'll be buckling up, and the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, also telling us to keep our eyes on the road, not on the phone. South Dakota's Office of Highway Safety. Big thanks, as always, to Caleb Brozick and Live Ticket for running the show here and video production. You can watch this one back on demand at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page. And for our dear Heather Williams back in studio running the show audio-wise, I'm Brian Oakland. Once again, your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It's Sioux Falls Lincoln in a 3-game sweep over the Pierre Governors, 25-17, 25-19, 25-21. Have a great rest of this weekend, everybody, and thanks for joining us on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, KGFX FM, and drgnews.com.